David, can you tell me about Harvard Bioscience's synthetic trachea in breath?
This is the procedure that was used to regenerate and transplant the world's first synthetic trachea. The patient had late-stage tracheal cancer. He was given only a few weeks to live. The cells are taken from the bone marrow, so from the long bone of the leg. They're taken out from the patient, so the patient does not reject this implant because it's made from their own cells. The cells are seeded on this scaffold in this bioreactor that we made. This rotates slowly to allow the cells to rain down over the pores in the scaffold. The cells filter down inside, start to grow, and after 2 days, they really become a piece of tissue.
And now what's the outlook for tissue regeneration procedures?
Well, I think it's very promising. This was the first regenerated organ that was ever done. In this case, the trachea, but you can see it's a hollow organ. There are other hollow organs in the body, like the esophagus, the other tube that goes down to your stomach from your throat. Esophageal cancer is 20 times more common than tracheal cancer. And so there's many more patients who need this kind of approach in esophageal cancer. There are other hollow organs too, but of course the major organs we think of in the body are the heart, the lung, the liver, the kidney, and the pancreas. And for those, there are many researchers working on taking the same techniques to develop those solid organ transplants. And for the lung, which is probably the most advanced of those 5, researchers have already succeeded in regenerating and transplanting whole lungs in rats, but it's never been done in humans yet.
Now, how big is the market for these hollow organs that you guys can transplant?
For tracheal cancer alone, we think this is a business that is probably in the hundreds of millions of dollars range, but tracheal cancer relative to esophageal cancer is quite rare. And so if we can adapt this to these other cancers, then we think this is a $1 billion revenue opportunity.
Okay, great. And now what's the next step for you guys?
The next step really is to bring this technology to the US. The first 2 patients that were treated at the Karolinska Hospital in Stockholm in Sweden, which is one of the world's top hospitals. The surgeon who did them is Professor Paolo Macchiarini. He is already planning on doing patients in the US early this year.